Yo, the Checkerboard Podcast. Ayo, except this time, we in the real
life.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yeah, we are in the Panda Studio, live at Panda Studio, ladies and gentlemen.
The new and improved, huh?
New and improved. Before I was just in a corner in me and my wife's bedroom.
Lit, bro. Like honestly, I walked in here for the first time. I was like, I gotta do some snooping, bro, because this shit is like lit as fuck. This is a fire office and setup for.
Oh, appreciate it. Maybe we'll do a little show around it, maybe during another one of my solo streams. But for now, we have a bit of a we have a new member of the Dead by Daylight community in
well, wait, before we get into that, we gotta do the official opening. So, welcome back, guys, to episode 25 of the Checkerboard.
26.
26.
Yeah, it's 26. You said, all right.
No, it's 25.
Oh, well, it's advertised 26.
Oh well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we're back with episode 25. I don't feel like I have to do introductions because they're both here today.
We're here, dude. We're in person.
But yeah,
finally, bro.
Live on the gram.
but like Liam said, we got a new member of the DVD squad here.
Dude, I fell victim to it. I'm kidding. They put me up to it. They said I'll kill your whole family if you don't play Dead by Daylight. No, I'm kidding.
No, it's true.
But for real though, Alex gifted me Dead by Daylight.
Yeah, I never know how gifted him
because it was like the Steam sale and shit, so it was pretty cheap. So he gifted it to me. At that point, I didn't really have an excuse to say no. I'm kidding. I'm fine. No, but like I was actually down though. I guess I just.
Bro, I didn't want to drop the money.
Understandable. I was being a bitch about the money, bro.
Bro hears us complaining about Dead by Daylight every podcast, and like, I don't know, is this gonna be worth it? But
no, but it's because y'all be like, it's when like me as an outsider, like you guys had like a love-hate relationship with it. You know what I'm saying? Like you were like, oh, it's fun, but then like you were complaining about it. Someone be like, bro, I'm not trying to be like no offense, I'm not trying to like. I already have that with Counter-Strike, bro. Like I can't have another love-hate relationship with fucking a game.
I just have a hate relationship with
it's a hate relationship.
See, I'm in the middle.
I'm just kidding. The game's fun as shit as a Survivor. Killer is just it's so nothing now. Like playing Killer in that game is like so nothing.
Damn, fuck.
But
so I haven't played Killer yet. So pretty much, I guess we'll start from the beginning. So he gifts it to me on Steam, and then we hop on. I've only probably played like 4 hours maybe.
I was gonna say, I know you played at least like 4 or 5 games.
Yeah. So probably and also I played it maybe like 2 years ago maybe because it was like free weekend and we just hopped on just to try it out and then it was over. But fuck, where was I, bro? And then so yeah, we hop on.
To do the game.
Then he runs me through all the shit.
Yeah.
Like
so
all of the fucking like basics and shit, and. I like it, bro. Like I know that's crazy to say because I've been hating on it every time they talk about it. I'm like always in the back saying some smart ass comment about how it's dog shit. But dude, I can't believe I'm playing this. It's actually decent, bro. Like,
no,
like, I mean, fuck, bro. I don't know what else.
No,
to say.
Okay. So we gotta get into the initiation process for Gunnar here. So for a little bit of lore, I mean, this isn't exactly for Gunnar here, but when I got my other friends into it, so I'm talking about my friend Jordan and my friend Jack, which I mean obviously they're our friends too, of course, but when I got them in, I started them off with Clown because I don't know, I just want to be funny. but for Gunnar, I was like, you know what, I gotta stick to the classic. I went with Ghostface, so I tried to teach Gunnar a few of the basic things. I taught him looping and flashlight.
I'm crazy at looping, bro.
Dude, he's the loop god. He's the loop god. But we started basic stuff, and then we went into a normal game, and literally our first game, I kid you guys not, first fucking game, 2 DCs.
Oh,
that's I do remember that. And then it was like us against the fucking Killer, bro.
Yeah, which
it was against like a Legion, right?
I don't think it was
that was the
Legion.
next game, I think.
That was the next game. It was
damn.
Who was it actually? I want to say maybe a Wraith, like the guy that rings the bell. Did we
I don't remember. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I'm wrong. I don't remember, but we did do our first game, and then Gunnar got to witness the pain of Legion the most.
Dude, yeah, that guy's fucking annoying. Holy shit.
Dude finally gets to see the pain that I go through.
I get it now. I remember they were talking about that motherfucker, bro, on one of the old episodes, and I was in the background like, who the hell is this guy? Now I get it now, bro.
Bro, the British killer, the stabber.
He got me, bro.
Stabber.
Jack the Ripper, right?
Jack the Ripper.
True, yeah.
Nah, not cool. Jack the Ripper at least cool, kind of, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah,
but
bro.
Legion ain't cool. No, dude, I'm like an old like World War II vet, man. I remember I'm like thinking about, I'm like reminiscing the good old days.
Back in my
Dead by
day, there was
back
no,
in my
there was
day,
no Legion, bro.
back in my day, the Trapper wasn't a bad killer.
Yeah, bro.
Literally.
Dude, nah, back in my day, fucking Freddy was the worst killer in the game.
True. I think he still is the worst killer in the game.
No,
Now.
what?
No.
Really?
No.
Really? Is
Who would
he?
you say?
I don't know. I think it's probably still Trapper, to be honest.
It might be Trapper or. I don't think it's
I think it's
Pig.
kinda-
I was gonna say Pig, but I don't think it's
I think
Pig.
Trapper has been the worst killer in the game since the beginning of the game. I actually don't think he's actually been, like, even this... I mean, I think there was an argument for the twins being the worst at one time, but, like, that's kind of out the window now. But, like, yeah, that's another thing about the game is, like, they just don't know what to do with the Trapper. They don't know how to make him good. They don't know how to make him good, which is upsetting, because he's, like, probably, like, the most fun killer. Because, like, his play's actually, like, rewarding, and he's fun to play against, other than, like, you know...
Actually, that might have been the first killer we went against, honestly, the Trapper, like the dude that just...
It was. I remember. Yeah, I remember now.
think it was.
Because you were like, watch out for the bear traps, bro.
Yeah,
and
you
I
gotta-
fucking walked into
gotta
one
watch
of
on
them
the
shit.
ground.
Oh no! Gotta keep
Rookie
the
mistake.
peepers
What
on the
can I say?
ground.
I had 4 hours in the game, bro. Cut me some slack.
That's alright, though.
Damn.
All right. As a newcomer, though, what would you say your favorite aspect of the game is so far?
Fuck. I don't know. I think it's the perks.
The perks.
I like the perks.
You like the
bro.
idea of
Okay.
the perks?
I like the idea of the perks and how you can have loadouts for different characters. You know what I mean? Like, and like, isn't it? I like how certain survivors, I think they're called, right?
Yeah.
Survivors they have like specific ones, right?
Yeah,
Did you mention that?
so, yeah.
I
so
think
you
that's
get
kind of cool
teachables.
because there's some strategy there, bro.
Well, and the nice thing about it, too, that I really like about, like, comparing that to, I think it's Friday the 13th that has it, with Survivor and Dead by Daylight, you don't have to exactly play, like, you know, for example, Meg has, like, Adrenaline and Sprint Burst and all that. You don't have to play Meg and, like, you know, just to have those perks. Like, you can get them
for
teachable,
anything. Right on.
and then you can put them on anyone, and they're all, like, equal. Like, you can
Mhm.
just, you know...
That's
I mean,
a cool aspect as well.
I mean, obviously, like, they're not equal in, like, you know, compared to, like, how loud they are as a survivor, how tall they are, like, whether they can blend in easily or not. But, like, besides that, like, it's, in my opinion, it's better because it's more customizable.
Mhm.
But,
Which then I understand now because I remember you were saying in like an episode like a few months ago probably the game is like impossible to be balanced because there's so much shit.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
and I
there's so
understand
many
that now.
perks,
Like
yeah.
holy fuck, I'm scrolling through the like endless pages of perks and items and add-ons and I'm like holy fuck, there's so much.
yeah, because
there.
there's, like, I'm pretty sure it's, like, 8 or 9 pages of perks now for...
I think we hit 10 on Survivor.
Really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we hit 10 on Survivor.
But then I was gonna come back around and say just because like all like it's just like holy fuck, like there's so much shit to know and so many buttons on your home screen. And I'm just like, holy fuck. Maybe some people are like, oh, it's like second nature. Probably you guys are like, oh, it's whatever. You'll learn it. It's get over it. But like, for a new person, like, oh, there's so much fucking shit. It's like, bro, I remember I was in like 8th grade and like, Brandon, shout out Brandon, bro. He got me fucking on Hearts of Iron 4 in 8th grade or in middle school, bro. And I was like, and I'm like, sure, like, cause like, I was like, why not? I'll try it. But like that game was fucking ass because there's just so much shit. Like fuck, there's like I can't fucking wrap my head around how much
Dude,
shit there is.
Chopple's, like,
Maybe
shaking
I'm just
his fist in the air
maybe
right
I'm
now.
just yeah for real. Maybe I'm
He's
just
like-
a smooth brain, but like
Oh no.
I refunded that shit so quick, bro. I can't even lie, dude. I was like, I cannot get into this.
Yeah, the one thing that I think Dead by Daylight that has going for it is that, like, at least the perks don't, like... A lot of times the perks don't fundamentally change the way the game is played, for the most part. Like, most perks aren't over-centralizing to the point of where, like, you can go up against, like, I'll compare this to the most complicated thing that I play, which I think would be Yu-Gi-Oh!, considering it's a game that has a meta that's been developing for, like, 25 years. There's instances where I'm playing the game and I don't know what my opponent's trying to do, and it's really hard and it's really confusing, but, like, with Dead by Daylight, like, even though you don't know all the perks, once you get the concept of the game, you know what the killer's trying to do. It's just that sometimes you might get thrown off by, like, oh, the killer has, like, this weird power-up or, like, moved a little faster in this one instance. But, like, it doesn't change the game at its core. And I think that's probably one of the biggest things that Dead by Daylight is going for, and that's that, like, there is no perk that changes the game on a fundamental level.
For sure.
Like, there's nothing that's, like, oversaturating or anything like that, which is a good thing. I think that's a very good thing. I really don't think that there's, like, a... Besides NOED, I don't think there's, like, a single
Yeah, I was
killer
gonna say,
perk.
NOED is, like, the one perk I was, like, tempted
Yeah,
to say.
I would say
Is
that
the one
NOED...
where some gens are broken down?
No, that's the
Oh.
one where at the end of the game, where, like, once all the gens are complete, the
Mhm.
killer gets, like, a speed boost and they can just one-shot.
Oh.
I think
Yeah,
we did face
and
it at
I
one
don't even
point.
necessarily think that NOED changes the way the game is played. Like, because I mean, you should, from like an experienced player's perspective, you should be breaking totems as you find them, whether they're hex or not. That's kind of been like the play. That's why people who are good at Dead by Daylight don't complain about NOED. Because you just break the totems over the course of the game because it's really easy to do that.
Well, I guess you can, but actually, it's a rare scenario. I was gonna say, what if they have the one like perk from the artist? I forget what it's called, but like the one with the where you like bring the hex totems back up.
Oh, that doesn't. Well, the thing is they come back. When they come back, they become like a weird hex totem, so they can't be used for NOED. So even if you break all of them, then now you're just playing against that perk, which that perk's the fuck uses that perk.
Well, I don't know.
Obscure ass perk, right? And then
I don't know,
there's
man.
One motherfucker that does it.
I mean, yeah, there's always the
The
one, but
one.
like I don't know. It's too. I don't know. I think that all the killer perks are pretty balanced. In my opinion, I think the survivor perks are pretty balanced now. Anyway, I think sprint burst.
Oh, dude,
I think
wait
sprint
till
burst-
he finds out about the new perk from Gabriel, dude.
Nah, it's not overpowered. People are just babies.
What the one that gives you the extra 3%?
Yeah, it's not overpowered. People are just babies.
Yeah, dude, I've
Hot
seen so
take.
much discourse over that
Such a hot
perk.
take.
I don't know, man. I don't think it's a hot take. I don't think at 3%. Oh, the only.
I mean,
reason-
I'm not complaining about it personally. I'm just saying I've heard a lot of people complaining about it. Like, dude, Oranges, who was on the podcast, even said like he's like yeah 3%. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, because it was such a big deal with the boon totem, right, guys?
well, no, but the thing is it's when you're always injured though. That's the only and like it's around the whole map. So,
I guess
plus, dude, plus the hope combo too. Like,
Yeah, but hope only applies at the end of the game. I don't think that matters.
That's true.
It's kind of like now you get like a NOED sprint boost.
I'm trying to play devil's advocate here. I'm not actually like on this side of the take. Like I don't.
Yeah, no,
care.
I don't. Well, the only problem is that like you're an intelligent person, so like you can't really give a non-intelligent argument there. But bro's waffling about trying to give me a non-intelligent argument about why a 3% sprint burst is not that big of a deal. Like the only it might get you like.
Yeah, like
It gets you like an extra vault.
Yeah,
Like,
I think that's the argument that he went with. He said like he gets you like an extra loop around or whatever. It's essentially like the distance you would get for Dead Hard, except like you don't use Dead Hard. Obviously, you just get the.
yeah, you get your extra maybe like like 1 in every 100 times you make it to a pallet. Like you know what you do then as a killer, you find the way to play around it. Crazy.
Mind blown.
Whoa! Like, dude, I'm sorry. People have not played during the. If you haven't played against original DS, like the first ever decisive strike, like, I don't know. You've never played against a good perk in Dead by Daylight. You could survive. OG decisive strike was the most just over centralized perk in all of Dead by Daylight.
Which, to give you an idea, Gunnar, because you probably don't know what Decisive Strike is, essentially it's this perk that whenever you would get like downed, at least in the version he's talking about, you pretty much would get like a skill check. It's like a somewhat difficult one, and then if you hit it, you get like out of the killer's like grasp for free.
Damn.
But you get it once per game, if I'm right.
You get it once per game, but now how it works is when you get unhooked, you have a chance to get out of the killer's grasp. But if you do something, then it goes away. Before, that didn't happen. So you were just basically unpick-upable for 2 minutes.
Bruh, what?
And what people would do is they would go into, like, they would get chased by the killer, and they would go into a locker, which forces... So if you are in a locker, when you open it, you have to pick them up, which forces DS. So, for 1 minute and 30 seconds, if you hid in a locker with DS, you were ungrabbable.
You still technically are if you do that. Because I don't think going into a locker is a conspicuous action.
It's not a conspicuous action, but the timer for DS went down. It used to be like
true,
it used to be like 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes.
Now
or
it's like
something
a minute,
that. Now it's
right?
like a minute. Yeah.
Right, it's like the fact that people like piece this shit together and like calculate, or like it might not be hard, but like people just like find the loopholes and cheese the fuck out of them, bro.
Dude, yeah.
Like that's
Yeah,
crazy.
you
like,
have to find the
Yeah.
loopholes. When I got Zach into, well, I mean, I guess Zach was already kind of interested in Dead by Daylight. The first time me and him played was against the Michael Myers, which I don't. Do you know Michael Myers' power? Did I tell you that, or like did we face him?
I don't think we did.
So
No, we didn't.
so Michael Myers pretty much just stalks you. Once his bar fills up,
Creepy.
he gets to level 2. He has to stalk again to try and get like insta downs. But there's this one add-on where essentially he can just go and he can just moor you. Like he can just instantly get you out of the match. Like you can literally be like 5 gens. You don't get hooked at all. You can just like if he's like
kill?
this close to you, he can just go. He grabs you and he like I don't know. He just like slits your throat or something.
He like just like
Which
kind of like
that's insta 2 lives down, insta you're
Yeah,
out of the game.
But the counter for it though is he can only do it when he's like chasing you. You can't do it like if you're down. I mean, unless he has a Mori, which I mean that's not the case for this add-on. But the strat for it normally is just to literally just jump in a locker, and then you just can't do it.
Yeah, like
people and then like that's it. Myers is done. It's Joe over. Like you basically just wasted your perk slot. Yeah, people find like a lot of like really interesting loopholes around things. However, there's one thing that doesn't have a loophole yet, and I don't know. Have they nerfed sprint burst or is it still
No,
like,
it's still
fully
the
intact?
same.
Okay, because there's one loophole that you can do in Dead by Daylight, and it's probably the only reason why I haven't gotten back to being a killer yet. It's called the sprint burst gen loop, where basically sprint burst takes you so when you're playing a killer, like when you're playing as a slow movement killer, which is what most of my mains are, I play Pinhead, Ghostface, and Wraith isn't a slow movement killer, but he's not a good chase killer. You need to catch people off guard and like hit them once and then hit them again off guard. Like you don't engage in chases with Wraith. You just hit people, run away, and hit people. And so what people will do though is they'll get like a 4 stack, and then they'll all have sprint burst. So what sprint burst does is it makes you like run at 200% speed for like a couple
I think Gunnar
seconds.
used sprint
I had
burst.
it, yeah.
Okay.
I guess I'm sorry.
And so they run away, and they run away, and it pretty much like sprint burst will guaranteed make a chase last 30 seconds to 1 minute longer. So what they'll do is they'll note, okay, it'll be like a 4 stack of survivors. Someone runs away and they'll know, okay, does the killer approach or does he stay away? As a killer, if someone uses sprint burst, it's typically a smarter idea to go to another survivor because that extra minute is huge. It's like an entire gen, essentially. However, if all 4 people are doing that, and sprint burst takes 45 seconds to recover, you have to waste that time, which means all chases are now guaranteed to take an extra minute, which means they'll run a build of sprint burst and a bunch of gen perks. So that what they'll do is they'll rotate sprint bursting away, and then if you pursue, they're guaranteed to get a gen done before the chase is done.
Because that guy just fucking runs you around.
Because
like,
he runs you
they got
around.
another guy
Yeah.
doing it. So they each take turns doing that shit.
So like
Until you lose,
they'll just bring prove thyself and sprint burst. Boom, there you go.
Yeah, that's it. GG's. That was
Simple.
and that was
That's nuts.
Because the thing of prove thyself is it's this perk where essentially it's one of the like basic perks, like you could get it if you wanted to right now, and it makes it so I don't know if you know this or not, but whenever you and another person are working a gen, there's like a little bit of a penalty, so it's not as fast. It's not like it's like what is it, like a 0.5 regression? Because
no,
like,
it's pretty big. It's like a 20%. It's actually pretty.
Really?
Yeah, because when one person works on a gen, it takes 90 seconds. When 2 people, I think it goes to like 120 or something like that. Like it goes to it or not 120. It goes to like 75 seconds or something like that. Like it's a huge penalty for 2 people working on a gen.
It should be like in Fortnite, bro. When like 2 people are rezzing the one guy, it takes 5 seconds instead of 10.
well, no, because the
reason why is because if all 4 survivors, there's an item called I just call it the gear because that's what people, I forget what the actual name for it is.
The brand new part.
Yeah.
Well, I got nerfed by the way. I don't know if you saw that.
It's still insane though. But there's a perk that gives you like 5% of a gen. If all 4 people run Prove Thyself and have that, you would literally. There's a person who modded Dead by Daylight, who modded an older update of Dead by Daylight, and did this. If there was no regression, and everyone was running a specific build, and all 4 people worked on a gen, you could get a gen done in 8 seconds.
Yeah.
Bruh, insta clear the
That's
gen.
wild.
That
I didn't know that one, but
bruh.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's no mither, resilience, prove thyself, and one other. It's that one that gives you an extra % every time you get a great skill check.
Oh, the Rebecca perk?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's a detective tap.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a tap perk.
So, wait, is that the one with, like, is it stakeout?
No, it's not stakeout. It's just one that, like, maybe it's not tap. I mean, I think you might be right, yeah.
Is it like the hyper focus, whatever it's called?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, alright.
But yeah, no, literally you could get a gen done. Like, everyone doesn't even have to hit their great skill check. I think they said it takes like 7.5 seconds if everyone hits their great skill check.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, no, it's that's why they have to do it, because like, if gens took that quick, killers would have to be like 3 times faster than survivors. All have nurse teleport as base and knock you down by being near you, let alone hitting you.
That's
Like, if it took 8 seconds, we'd have like imagine a 1 minute Dead by Daylight round, because that's what you'd be dealing with. That'd be kind of. And everyone also has Pyramid Head's ability to just teleport you to a hook.
I wonder what the record is for fastest Dead by Daylight game.
24 seconds.
What? How does he know this?
20.
Dude, he just knows.
He knows that shit.
It's 24 seconds. It was somebody. I don't know.
Was it Noob 3?
No, it was Pyramid Head versus 4 survivors who were all running No Mither, and he got 3 of them with his scoop. Like, he has like an attack that like goes underneath walls.
Yeah, I don't think we went against him yet.
He has an attack that goes underneath walls and can hit as many survivors as possible. He got
like a crazy lineup on these.
Yeah, he got a crazy lineup, hit 3 of them, knocked the other one down, and then Pyramid Head has this ability where he can like if you run over, like, he'll make like a trail, and if you run over it, then you're like cursed, and he can like basically teleport you to a hook. So he doesn't have to pick you up and bring you to one. He can just teleport
That's
you to
busted, Loki.
So he got all 4 people with it, hit 3, hit the 1, teleport, game over.
What the fuck?
That was like a 24-second
Holy
round.
shit!
Yeah.
I wonder, is there like a video?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think it's actually on. Ots Darba's.
Oh, honestly, I was expecting it to be the fucking nurse with what do you call it?
The
trickster perk, and then like the agitation.
Nemesis perk.
Nemesis.
The one that lets you see where the survivors are at the beginning of the game.
Oh yeah, that plus
Starstruck.
Starstruck. That's the perk I was trying to say. Agitation, and then and then just literally gets like, because what Starstruck does, Gunnar, is like, I mean, there's other perks too that like are involved in that build, but Starstruck's probably the most important one for that build. If you're in the killer's terror radius as, you know, like as you're carrying someone, or as the killer's carrying someone, you're exposed. Mm-hmm. So it just means you can get one shot. And so what the nurse will do is she'll just like run around with the person she's holding, hook them, just go and knock. Well, I don't even know if she hooks them sometimes. She'll just go and she'll just knock everyone down because she can just teleport. She's the most overpowered killer in the game.
Fuck.
Yeah, true.
Which I don't even think that's really much of an argument. I don't think he was going to argue for that. But
I think that they're with the current with their like current perks that are being made right now. I think that there's like an argument for Blight, and I'm on it. I'm here for it. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm down for it.
I could actually see Blight being better, and the only reason why I say that is because I would say that Blight's ability might be just as good as Nurse's teleport, and he also isn't like, you know, walking at a snail's pace.
True. Which, do you know what the Blight does, Gunnar?
Mm-hmm.
Blight goes and he's what I like to call the bumpkin, because
the bumpkin.
Because that's what he does. He's like the pinball machine killer. He goes and every time he bounces on a wall, he goes faster and faster every time.
Oh my god! Oh, that makes sense. Pinball machine. That's funny.
Why is that true? Does he get faster for everyone? Okay.
I think it stops after. I think if you get add-ons to add more bumps on, it locks itself at 3 speed.
Yeah, so you get like 6 bumps, and then like after that they just come back slowly, slowly. And then I guess the nice thing about it that doesn't make him like completely overpowered is like you can't do any of your bumps until you have like all 6 back, or however many bumps he has for like that build. Mm-hmm. So that's at least a good thing, because I mean if it was like Nurse where like he could literally just go for you when he only has like 3, that would be I don't know if I'd like that, to be honest.
He'd be even better than he already is. Although what's funny though is I think the second fastest match of Dead by Daylight, I don't even think that was Nurse either. I'm pretty sure it's Bubba at like a 1 minute round.
That sounds about right.
I mean, I have a minute 20-second round with Bubba. So that's not literally, and I had one perk and one add-on.
Noed and
No, why no Ed? What?
What the fuck?
No, I ran the one that lets
part of
you.
the problem,
the classic build.
Yeah.
No, I was running the perk that let you see the survivors at the beginning of the match, and the
Lethal
add-on.
Pursuer.
Yeah, Lethal Pursuer, and then I ran
Chili.
the add-on that that recharges all of your charges
Oh,
with
is it
Bubba
the
if you
red
hit
one?
somebody. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, you can literally start a match with Bubba, and like he has like this add-on that he'll keep like swinging his chainsaw if you hit somebody. So like he has like a limited time. I think it's around like 30. No, it's like 15 second space. But if you put these two add-ons, it extends it to like 20 seconds of chainsaw swinging. This instant knocks down a survivor, but when you hit a survivor down, it keeps it going. So like you keep swinging. So you literally just you use this perk that lets you see all survivors at the beginning. You find one, you hit them, and then you just keep the train going.
Damn, bro.
It's so funny, and people hated playing Dead by Daylight at that time. It was probably my favorite time to play Killer. I'm not gonna lie. It was devious.
It was satisfying.
It was devious. I mean, you can still do it. People just know how to like. People just know go into locker. People just know how to play around it now. You just literally go into. Although there's a lot of new players, so people might not know how to beat it. Do we experiment? do we do a little experimenting? See if it's still the strat still works.
I have a question though.
What's your question?
What if they add Mr. Beast to Dead by Daylight?
Dude,
The
next
Fortnite
Survivor?
guy.
Because they added fucking the Stranger
Nicolas
Things
Cage.
people, bro.
Oh.
And now right?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage is coming.
Mr. Beast is probably more famous than Nicolas Cage, bro.
Probably. I
They
think
Hot fucking take, but
Nicolas
See-
Cage comes to Dead by Daylight, by the way, in like I'm pretty sure it's like next week.
Mr. Beast up next.
it's this Tuesday.
Yeah, it is this Tuesday.
Oh, we need
That's
FaZe
crazy.
Rug.
Yo.
FaZe Rug in fucking Dead by Daylight. I would play it.
No, I want Moist Critical in Dead by Daylight.
That'd be a good one.
That would be funny with his fucking hair.
Dude, I just
That's
want like like I want him to like, you know how like there's like emotes or whatever, like you can do like the point and like the I want like instead of this you just do
That's goated, bro. The pointing is the funniest shit because it's like that one Fortnite emo that makes me laugh. You know the Fortnite emote, and he's like the pointing. It makes me laugh.
Hell yeah.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Are you
That
not?
shit makes
Are
me
you talking
laugh.
about where he's
bro.
like
Yeah, that guy. That shit is funny.
the one
bro.
that came with the Among Us game mode?
The Among Us.
Dude, what was I gonna say? Oh, and then for the cosmetics, you can have the black T-shirt, Charlie.
Oh my
What-
god, as a
dude-
variant, bro.
Well, dude,
Yo.
Yeah, when he's getting real serious, gotta put the black shirt on.
We
instead
need
of the
two.
white
We
shirt.
also need Toon Squad LeBron in fucking
Toon
Dead by
Squad
Daylight.
LeBron.
And Taco Tuesday LeBron too.
Taco
Yo.
Tuesday.
Just like add the whole Fortnite skin
Every
catalog
Fortnite
to,
skin
to,
is a
to Dead by Daylight.
I'd be down for that. Let's go.
Yo, dude. Although the one caveat to that is that I think that Spider-Man 2099 would probably murk every killer in Dead by Daylight easily. Give him
2099 is a killer.
He'd
Bro.
probably murk him, bro. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Is this close to murking Miles?
How is bro gonna murk fucking Michael Myers?
He'll
though?
figure it
What's
out.
up, dude?
He'll throw him into like an alternate timeline or something. I don't know.
Dude, his perk would be opening random ass portals on the fucking world.
Yo. No, he'd be a killer probably. I'm
No,
not
you
gonna
know,
lie.
that's what I'm saying. Like he'd be using portals and shit to like teleport around the map,
Bro,
bro.
just imagine you
Dude.
just chilling, you just hear.
That's so scary. I'm not even gonna lie, dude. That score from the movie is scary as fuck.
Facts,
Hey,
dude.
right
Same
on.
with Prowlers.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah,
the
dude.
Prowler.
Prowler would actually be a fucking cool killer for Dead by Daylight.
That would be a
Yo,
sick
take
one.
notes, bro.
Yeah,
One-
de-
one-
Developers,
behavior,
take
take the
notes,
notes.
bro.
behavior. You gotta get
We're
on
giving you
those.
free ideas here.
Free.
Mr. Beast, Rice Gum, FaZe Rug, FaZe
Moist
Banks,
Critical.
Moist Critical,
The-
EDP.
Jack Black.
Jack.
Jack Black.
EDP's the killer, bro. I'm
No,
not
he'd
even
be a
gonna lie.
predator. What do you mean?
Oh,
Dude, that's wild.
oh my god,
That's
bro.
so
We gotta cut
wild.
this out.
we got a new character style. There's killers, there's survivors, and there's predators, bro.
Holy fuck, dude.
Damn, dude, that's crazy. EDP and freaking Dead by Daylight.
I'd be
Jack Black would be funny though.
I think
That
Jack
was-
Black's
Dude,
good.
the Nacho Libre costume.
Oh my god.
That'd be
bro.
wild.
Dude, just his I would rock the Jack Black Bowser suit fit. Like did you see like what he wore to the Mario movie? Dude,
I
he
forgot.
wore a green like fake like snake skin suit. It was like shiny, and he had like a Bowser shell on
Damn.
his back,
That's
and like his
legit.
hair was like styled back and like dyed red and stuff. Like I was like, dude, bro just pulled up his Bowser. What?
Wasn't
Dude,
he?
Jack Black's a crazy guy.
Wasn't
bro.
he in like Star Wars
He's
for
a
like a
goat.
little bit? Like,
Like a
or he,
cameo
like
or something?
yeah, I think he cameoed in.
I'm not sure to be
It was
honest.
either the Book of Boba Fett or the Mandalorian season 3.
I didn't watch none
I
of
don't remember
that.
which
Can't
one.
lie
I
to you.
mean, I
I didn't know that.
don't be watching Star Wars anymore.
Mhm.
It's kind of mid, kind of fell off.
The old movies are crazy though.
Yeah, I like the older ones. I'm
Like
not
the new kind of shit. I mean, it might be crazy, but I just never seen it.
the only W from the latest movies, in my opinion, is Kylo Ren.
Dude,
Love that
facts.
Love that
Kylo Ren
guy.
is fire, bruh. Like, and Adam Driver is a goated actor.
Facts.
Adam Driver there looking like a fucking brick.
Dude,
Not an old one.
he looks funny, but he's good, but he looks funny as fuck. Like,
Bro's built like a box.
yeah, no,
Bro's actually built like the GameCube.
The GameCube.
Spherical.
yeah.
Dude, that's wild.
Kind of got a little off topic, but I don't mind, bro.
I don't.
Honestly, Gunnar, if there was a single killer, like any killer that exists in a horror game, horror movie, that you
Oh,
could drop in
yes.
Dead by Daylight right now, who would it be?
Here it comes.
Hero Brian.
Hero Brian.
Here, Brian.
Dude, I mean, I'm low-key joking, but like that would be kind of crazy.
That would be cool.
I'm low-key
I wouldn't be
joking.
opposed to it. I mean,
But I guess it's something that's actually could be like modeled in Dead by Daylight, because I feel like a big Minecraft Hero Brian head ass walking around.
well, what if they made him into like a realistic person with just like white eyes? I don't know. I don't know.
Dude, remember those like Minecraft in real life videos, and it was like the
Yeah.
Hero Brian, and then it was just some random ass guy in a blue shirt with the photoshopped glowing eyes.
Dude, if
It should be like that.
Hero Brian ever made it into the game, I'd want his power to be like just dropping terror radiusless AI creepers that like simulate like when you're mining, so like when you're doing a gen, it just one just shows up and you just hear
That would scare me more than some
well,
of
like
these
kind of
fucking
like
killers.
the Nemesis zombies.
yeah, but with the
Sound.
Nemesis zombies you can hear like 500
What
feet
the
away.
hell, bro?
Dude.
No, that's what you hear.
So-
You just hear
Okay,
that shit like
alright.
500 miles away. Those things don't sneak
Damn.
up on you. Those things are
I know.
those things are noisy as hell, bro. I want no noise. I want those things to just show up and you just hear. And then, like, you're just dead.
That I'd be down for that.
Dude, and what does Hero Brian do? He makes sand pyramids.
Yo.
And digs 2x2 tunnels with redstone torches.
He
bro.
just removes gens from the game. He just you
That
like
would be
you
fun.
still have to do them, but like they're just gone somehow. You have to get them
You gotta
back.
build the gens,
I mean,
dude.
Yo, we
That,
gotta
that might
build
not be
the
like a good
gens.
answer. Like you're like that's like kind of a troll answer.
No, I love it. I
feel
love
like
just remove the gens.
Remove the gens.
No, but like, what if he like? Cause there's like actually like, so there's literal like different gen locations. Like, what if he literally could change
Change
move
the gen, and you
a
have to find
gen?
it. You have to find it,
to a different location?
or like one that's not
I'm
already
down for
one of the
that.
existing ones. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Or like literally like a random spot on the map, like a completely random spot on the map.
that'd be kind of fun.
Because then if there were like the Hero Brian gen locations, people would just find them out and know them. But like if if it truly was random, that'd be kind of crazy.
No, but like imagine like a killer that like so one of the best killer strats is what's called 3-genning. And basically, like you say, you get 3 gens that are all in one area that are it's all really easy to camp. Like imagine they just made Hero Brian a killer that could guarantee that by moving gens. Like you wouldn't
Take
even
notes, take fucking notes, and then making perks to counteract that, bro.
Dude, that would be
We're
so
literally
bad.
making the game better just
That'd
by
be
talking.
Dude.
Nah, this is making the game so much
I don't
worse, and I'm
need-
here for it.
I don't need another.
Dude,
3-gen
Default's
killer,
getting a
dude.
headache,
Yeah,
man.
he's done.
I can't speak.
No,
I'm the killer,
'cause-
This
man.
guy's done.
Okay, but the reason why, oh my god, I keep spinning, bro. Anyway, the reason why is I'm like over here like, oh my god, is because dude, literally Skull Merchant and Knight are awful as is his 3-gen killers. Like, dude, oh my
No, but
god.
it would be part of Hero Brian's power. Like it
Okay.
wouldn't be like he wouldn't have the capacity to guard 3 gens really well.
Bro.
It would just be the ability to move them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Like okay, like imagine like here's what I think would be kind of funny about this is So like, let's say that you use up all the resources, like you use up all the pallets in an area, and then you finish the gen in that area, and then he just puts one of your empty gens there, and now you have to like
redo
get
it.
you have to.
Or like swaps gen location.
He swaps the gen location, so now
you.
you're in a you have a gen and it's in a resourceless area.
Oh, like
That
where
might
there's
be
like no
interesting,
pallets or
honestly.
anything.
It means that you'd have to think. Like, you'd have to think about, like, you know, what pallets you drop. Because, like, even though the gen is, like, a gen is done, or a gen is almost done, you may have to hold on to those resources. Because, like, conserving pallets is, like, one of the biggest aspects of Dead by Daylight. So, like, now, with a killer that, like, doesn't have a good chase power, but can manipulate the map. I actually...
See, that's cool,
Like,
bro.
think
We're
of, like, you...
actually going... Dude.
Like, you'd actually need to think against a killer like that. Because if you use all the resources in an area, he could just force you to play the game in that area.
Yeah, and that goes back to what you were talking about earlier when you said there's like no elements of the game that really change. Like or it was something
that would
along
be
those lines,
interesting.
right?
That might be busted
Yeah.
at first, but
Like-
that would get fine tuned as it got played.
Well, yeah, because you'd need to find a way to play around that. Like, you'd need to think about, like what... You need to think about, like, what you're using and when and stuff. Like, you need to think about what... Like, you need to think, what's the worst part of the map? And so, basically, you would need to play and finish gens that are in unsafe areas. Because if you'd want... Or not in unsafe areas. Like, you would need to play the game backwards. You'd need to embrace bad areas because you're going to have to be playing in them all game. Like, bad areas of the map with low pallets, low vaults, and stuff like that. I don't know, like, what kind of chase power. I mean, I don't even... At this rate, I don't even care if it's Herobrine or not. Just give me a killer
This-
like
this
that. I
would
just
be a
kind of want a
crazy-
killer
That would
like
be a really
this.
cool killer.
Yeah.
I'd be down for it.
I thought of another one. Freddy Fazbear.
Freddy.
See, that's the one I thought you were going to say originally.
Fuck. And then he would spawn Golden Freddy in. But Golden Freddy would crash your game because he does that in the first game. If you know what I'm saying? Like,
I honestly really liked the idea of, like, if they made a killer like Freddy, they could make him so interesting. And because I think that if they could give him, like, another, like, he could spawn, like, an AI something, he could spawn, like, a little minion. That also, that maybe it has either like a crazy tear, like a crazy tear radius or no tear radius. But
sorry, Plush Trap. Oh my god, I said Claptrap. That's from
Claptrap.
fucking Borderlands. I'm stupid, bro.
Claptrap.
Right? That's from Borderlands,
yeah,
right?
that's
Oh my
from
god,
Claptrap.
holy
He's the
fuck.
goat. But no, imagine if you had to like Freddy spawned something and you had to be looking at it, and if you weren't looking at it, it would get closer to you.
Ooh.
And so like then you'd have to like.
Oh, that'd be a good.
Because
That
that
would-
would be so great. And then having the Doctor as one of the survivors, like fucking David Tennant, bro.
Yeah, how would you?
That's
Hooking.
See, that would be a
Doctor
good
Who,
idea.
Doctor Who collab would be cool.
That would be a
honestly.
really good character. I just don't really know how do you counter that at that point? Because how would you loop that killer?
Well, okay,
Yeah,
so
true.
what if it worked like this? So the like we'll call it let's call it the power, like the follower or something. If you get hooked, you're now cursed, and you have this like thing that follows you around, and it like if you're every time you're not looking at it, it gets closer to you. But if you hit it with a pallet, it'll go away. So you have to drop a pallet on it. You have to like look away from it and bring it to a pallet, and then you have to hit it with a pallet. So you have to waste a pallet to get rid of this. Or the next time another survivor gets hooked, the curse moves to them. And so like it has a play style where there's like a risk reward. You can either live with having this thing attached to you, or you can waste a pallet to get rid of it.
See,
That might be cool.
see, now that you say that, the first thing that came to mind after, like, obviously the Weeping Angel, literally SCPs, like,
Yeah.
you know Peanut, the SCP.
Mm-hmm. Dude,
That's
SCPs would be cool. I mean, although SCPs are like way too overpowered to be in Dead by Daylight. Those things are
You have to
like.
get nerfed.
I mean,
bro.
Michael Myers is overpowered. Parent Head's
I mean,
overpowered.
that's true.
So
That's
they
fair.
can make it work.
I mean, SCPs are like more overpowered than them though. Like they're like isn't there an
That shit is
SCP that's like just
cosmic,
like
bro.
yeah? Isn't there like an SCP that's like the concept of nothingness or something? It just like literally is the living embodiment of like
Bro, literally
antimatter.
everything's an SCP. This fucking microphone is an SCP somewhere, bro.
Probably.
Literally everything is.
SCP-049. Which one's that?
Is that? I think that's the Plague Doctor, if I'm
Who the
right.
fuck said that? Oh, Sam did. What's good? Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses.
No, you're good. Yeah, that's Sam.
Yeah. I think that's the Plague Doctor, if I'm right.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I mean, I like Plague Doctors. They vibe in.
Because and the thing of that is, a cool concept of that is if they get a kill, they can pretty much revive the survivor as like a zombie or something, or like make them into some kind of like I think that's what they do in SCP Secret Laboratory, or whatever the game's called.
Okay.
Where like pretty much, I mean, I don't think it would work like in the same sense where like the survivor would be playing as like the AI thing, but like, you know, I think that'd be kind of a cool idea where like there are kind of better versions of like zombies where like they can chase you around a little bit more. You'd have to loop them. Kind of think of it as like a combination between like the Knight's, like, you know, his power plus like zombies. I mean, that'd be a pretty cool idea.
Yeah. No, that is pretty cool.
And it only works whenever they kill the survivor. I mean, obviously you could have like another power as well, but like that'd be like the big cool part of the power.
I've always wanted a killer that like could like reborn like survivors as like mini killers or something.
That would be really.
The only thing that I would be worried about with that is that I think that there'd be people. Well, one, how would you implement blood points?
What do you mean?
Like, would it? Okay, so you have two things. Either one, the player who died as a survivor gets to play as it, or it just turns into an AI bot that resembles what character they were playing.
I mean, they could do that now because they're making like survivor bots, like for DC bots, like that could work.
Yeah, that's true. Because that's the hard thing is like I feel like if they made it that like it was player controlled, I feel like people would willingly die against that killer to play for the killer.
Yeah.
And I know that because I would do that. But no, that'd be cool. But what would so we have Hero Brian, which we actually Hero Brian / Freddy Fazbear, which we actually cooked up a genius idea. What about for you?
I honestly, I mean, this SCP thing is a cool idea, but like honestly, I think Chucky would be a pretty cool concept.
Chucky.
Because like
that's so funny. He's a little ass fucking doll.
Yeah,
we got the twins, bro.
Oh shit.
Because I mean, the thing of Chucky though is like I think him in like a mech or some kind of like
mech, bro.
Some kind of, no, like okay, but like him in some
the
kind
cat
of,
from Fortnite.
Yeah, like yeah, like essentially the same thing like that, like where he's in like somewhat of like a suit, and then like his power would just kind of be essentially like the twins, but like maybe better. Like maybe he puts on toys that are like traps or whatever, kind of like I don't know, like maybe a mix between trapper, hag, or like clown, like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Also, Sam, the idea that we cooked up for Hero Brian is that he would like move gens and he would like steal gens and like move them around. So like, let's say like as a survivor, you like you planted like you finished a gen in a really unsafe area and like used up all the pallets. Hero Brian could just be like Lamau, now do it again, and just move another one gen that's unfinished into the finished gen location. So, something along those lines, like something that has to do with like having like
resource
management over the map. But yeah, no, I like that idea too. That's a cool idea. I think mine. I've had the same thing for 3 years. Alien, fucking give me Alien.
That would be
Alien,
so sick.
I like Alien too,
dude.
That is Alien's genuinely freaky, bro. Like that. The
concept that I've always had for his power too is that I'd want him to be like a really, really heavy like one of the biggest. Have you played against what's her name? The Plague yet?
I think we did play against Plague. No, actually no, we didn't, because I would have taught you the whole cleansing thing, but
yes.
Okay, so there's a killer that basically their ability is like so they can like puke on you and they can puke on pallets, windows, and stuff like that. And what happens is you build up a disease, and over the course, like as you build up the disease, you'll turn broken. So basically, like it's like she can hit you passively. So like she'll puke on you, and then you'll lose a health state over time, and the more you interact with it, But the thing is, you can cleanse yourself, but then her puke becomes a full blown hitbox, which actually completely knocks you down a health state.
yeah.
So it's like a huge 50-50 killer. You either live with one less hit, or you get knocked down every 5 seconds. Because when she uses her power, there's like no delay. Like so she can literally like just hit you and then hit you almost immediately. Like she becomes
2-piece,
with
bro.
with
Literally.
Zombies.
if you cleanse and she like absorbs the cleansing, she basically is the best killer in the game because she has like the biggest hitbox attack in the entire game by far. Like it probably if you fully charge it up and just spin back and forth, it would probably cover like in context of the game the space of this entire room.
Damn.
It is a massive hitbox. And it also has like no end lag again, so like it's super easy to hit. So in my little makeup world, Alien would have like his acid, and it would work similar to that. However, instead of it would operate as a projectile. It would operate as a projectile, so like you could fully charge it, and you would shoot out like a straight like slug shot. It wouldn't travel as far, nowhere near as far. Like it would maybe travel like the distance between like from one door of the killer shack to the other.
Okay.
So you would charge it up, and it would shoot like a shotgun slug size like acid ball at the survivor, and it would have 3 utilities. 1, you could shoot it at a drop pallet, and the pallet will break automatically in 10 seconds. You could shoot it at a window, and if the survivor uses that window within the next 10 seconds, they'll be hindered for 5 seconds. Or you can hit a survivor with it, which then they'll be hindered for, or not hindered, they'll be exposed for 5 seconds. After like the recoil, so like if you can hit a survivor with it and then also M1 them, it's basically like hitting them twice. So it would operate as a knockdown tool and a great chase tool and a way to break pallets without committing.
Okay.
But he'd be as slow as Huntress, and he'd have like a mediocre M1. He'd probably have like a, I'll say like a ghost face M1. Like it would just be like a little claw attack or something like that. But he'd be really hard to loop.
Oh,
against.
it's like a Demogorgon M1.
Yeah, I think a Demogorgon M1, maybe a little less range on it. But so he'd have a pretty bad M1, but he'd be able to one shot a.
The util is like makes up for it. You're saying. Like,
yeah, but the shell, like the shotgun shell acid spit, would be hard to hit. It would be a very skill. It would be like a very like. It would be hard to hit because it'd be easy to see coming, and it would have a very small hitbox. But it would be easy to hit on pallets and windows and stuff like that. It would be forgiving on pallets and windows, but trying to hit a survivor to get them exposed would be very difficult.
What about chest bursters? Do they get implemented or no?
I would say that the best way that like the only the thing that I love.
Oh, for like a Mori.
Would be a faux Mori where it would operate like So when you knock down a survivor, you can plant like an egg, and it would kind of work like
pig.
Like pig, but on the like when they've been hooked twice and you knock them down, you can just hit a button and immediately walk away, and the chest burster will just kill them there. So you wouldn't even have to hook a survivor on last hook if you like just go through the extra steps of doing that. That's the best way I've heard of being implemented, which I think that canonically speaking for Alien that makes the most sense. But I'm also worried that that'd be really overpowered. So, but I've heard a lot of different ideas for the killer, so like I'm kind of up to anything. But I would just want him to be like a very. I just want him to be a very good anti-chase, like a very good anti-loop killer that could kind of shut down loops really hard. But it would be very difficult to be that skillful with him.
I like it. I like the idea.
Me too. There's lots of details, bro.
Dude, I thought about it so much, dude. I'm like. Literally, I started playing the game because Freddy is my second favorite horror killer, behind Alien, and like ever since I started playing the game, because like I played Friday the 13th before I played Dead by Daylight. I heard about Freddy being introduced to the game, and I was like, okay, well he sucks, but I'm still gonna play it anyway because I fucking love Freddy.
Valid.
And then I was like, dude, when are they gonna get Alien in here? And like every single time they have like a new like licensed killer, I like cross my fingers. I'm like, please be Alien, and every time it's just not.
I mean, hey, the next chapter's coming out.
They're listening because we just gave them that crazy idea for the Herobrine.
The next chapter, I think, is gonna get teased and probably within like the next few weeks. So
yeah, probably after like I would say like. We're probably gonna get the PTB for probably in a month.
Yeah, probably.
Or less, because it said that it comes out in like August, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so we're gonna get the PTB for it really soon, actually. Wow.
Which is crazy because the new killer just came out like not too long ago.
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage just came out, or he's about to come out in like 4 days or so.
Yeah.
So like,
dude, it's so funny because like sometimes like the space between killer, like depending on how fun a killer is, it sometimes feels like DLCs between killers take like 5 years or like 5 seconds. Like I don't know if you remember when the Nemesis released, but like that felt like that was probably one of my favorite times to play Dead by Daylight, because I think that Nemesis is like one of the best killers. That's also not a complete just assery to play against. And I'm speaking to every single one of you when I say this. Fuck you, Wesker players. You are all terrible at this game.
oh,
Like,
bro's picking
that
a
is-
fight now.
I'm sorry. It is the most, like, Wesker has to be the most, like, here, take this controller. This character will play the game for you. Dude, Wesker does your taxes for you. He gets a girlfriend for you. He raises your kids for you.
Dude, that's
Wesker
wild.
does everything for you. You actually do not need to know how to play the game to play Wesker. I'm sorry you don't.
Bro's
He
bold.
called y'all out, bro.
Dude,
I can't
he's
even-
so free. He has he has the Legion slide always. That's so broken.
Wait, oh, okay, I see what you're saying.
Like so, Gunnar, do you know why dropping a pallet or vaulting a window is so good in this game?
Because you get distance between you and the fucking killer. Bro.
Not against Wesker. Not against Wesker. Because he can vault. Like all he has to do is activate his power, and he vaults at survivor speeds. And he always has access to it. Like there's no cooldown really. Like
No, well, I mean, there's like a few second cooldown afterwards, but like.
yeah, okay, all
That
right.
was actually.
Okay, dude. Alright. Alright.
actually-
That's Alex, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm not, dude. What like? And the thing that hurts me so much is like, it's such a free killer. It's such an easy play the game for you killer, and yet people still lose with him. That's amazing. That's amazing to me, dude.
He's all trash man, bro. Y'all suck.
It's like the most. It's the
That's
most.
me. I love
Wait,
you
for
guys.
Oh,
I
no.
My
love
fault. I
Dude,
take that back.
he's literally the training wheels killer. He's like
I
he's
might
the
need to
most.
play him then.
Yeah, if you want to learn how to play Dead by Daylight without actually like getting better at the game, play Wesker. Like that is how, because like the thing is like when you play not Wesker, every other killer feels like they're like F- tier, because he's just so. I think the only thing about Wesker that's not good is his M1. His M1's kind of shit. Like, but other than that, like he's phenomenal.
That's
Was that
crazy.
thunder? That was a car outside.
Probably, but yeah, no, like it's such a shame because Nemesis was so fun. Nemesis is such a good killer, like in design and stuff. Like the only thing about Nemesis that I think is
The
bad
hitboxes, I hate the hitboxes.
is like the fact that like it's all luck, but there will just be a time where you'll walk up to a loop, you'll hear a zombie, and you'll just be like, oh well, that's it, game's over, I lose, because if you walk up to a loop, have you played against Nemesis yet?
I don't
be knowing the names.
I don't think
can't
you
lie.
do.
Yes.
So
Nemesis is the dude from Resident Evil. He's
The
got
big-
like zombies.
the big chungus.
He has
I
like
don't
a
either.
whip.
I think I've seen him before, but yeah.
Yeah, so basically he can spawn zombies, and they spawn randomly. Like, he has no control over it. So, like, this is completely all luck RNG based. But sometimes you'll walk up to a loop, you'll drop a pallet, and so you drop the pallet, you're here, Nemesis is here, and there's a zombie here. What do you do? Because a zombie can hit you, and you'll take damage. So, if you run... Nemesis is here, you run this way around the loop, Nemesis will come this way, which means you have to run that way, but there's a zombie here.
That's kind of fun.
So you just
and
lose.
at that point, you don't waste the pallet. You either take the hit and run or something.
Yeah, you take the hit and run,
can't
but if you were
waste
on last hit,
pallet.
then you just go down. But the thing is, sometimes
Damn.
the way that some loops are designed, you don't actually see the zombie, and there have been times where I've dropped a pallet, and then a zombie has spawned next to me.
What the fuck? I was thinking that when you mentioned the zombies, like you drop the pallet and then you turn around and then the fucking zombies right
Just
there.
yeah, it just shows up.
It's so
Yeah.
unfortunate.
It's so unfortunate, but it's also one of those things you just kind of chalk down to like it just
Bad luck.
it's just
but,
bad
but when
luck.
you're playing Nemesis, it's the most amazing feeling ever.
Oh yeah, it's literally
It
like
really is.
like you're just laughing at them so hard. It's like fuck you, survivors. Because like I will say, Nemesis is actually like I don't know, his tentacle strike is kind of hard to hit sometimes.
It can be, and then other times it hits, and it's like complete, like, wow, how did I hit that?
Wait, I heard that? I heard that, bro?
That's wild. But, we were right at the hour mark.
Right at the hour mark, yeah. Someone was asking me, yeah, no Jackbox, unfortunately. I mean, I think, wait, is the TKO thing that you guys are doing, is that a video, or is that like a stream that you guys are doing?
It's a video.
Video we are doing tomorrow.
We can do IRL streams. We don't got the facilities for IRL streams.
I wish.
That would be cool. To get like the camera quality.
Yeah.
Because you can do it from your phone easy, but like camera quality, like.
Honestly, the camera quality when I do it on my phone isn't too bad, but I mean at the same
I
time.
brought my big ass camera.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ayo.
That's a good banger video. Watch out for that. Sorry to self promo on your fucking Twitch stream.
Nah, you're good.
Go
for it.
Me and Alex are making the TKO IRL video.
It's gonna be lit,
in the next month or two.
Let's go.
We'll get it done by then.
Nah,
we're filming it tomorrow, so it'll be good.
Should be fire. Fire.
Right. One last little tangent I want to go out. It's not really DVD related, but it has to do with Funko. Gotta have my little Funko rant.
I'm kidding.
Gotta losing it. So with the Funko drop, I think we talked about it last week. That was last week's episode. We're gonna talk about our little experiences. I mean.
Oh God.
I don't want to go on too long for this because we're just about at the end. But to say the least, I got one pop I wanted. I did not get Roger because fuck flippers. They literally took them all within like a literal minute. Same with Fairly Odd Parents too. Both out in 1 minute.
These flippers don't play, bro.
They don't play. They're bots.
That's crazy.
They have bots and that destroys it. But I got that, and I got most of my other ones I wanted. Just that was the only thing. And I got the box of fun today, so that was pretty cool. But how about you, Liam? How was your luck, huh?
Dude, I'm mauling so bad. I get on there. I'm on the Funko website on the dot, ready to get it. I get everything added to my cart. Everything's good to go. Like we're smooth sailing. I put in my card information, and I hit confirm order, and I get locked out of the Funko website for the rest of the day. Dude, literally, like,
what?
I'm not kidding you. I couldn't even log. Like, I did it on my computer. I couldn't even log in on my phone. My account
they IP blocked his ass, bro. They thought he was the flipper, bro.
Dude, they locked me down, man.
That was fucking evil.
Dude,
how?
I don't know.
They think you were like trying to get card fraud or something.
I
not.
could not.
Fraud!
Guys, he's faker, imposter among us.
They know he's affiliated with Alex, right?
Damn, man.
Probably the Funko social media guys probably annoyed with him talking about flippers so much, bro.
Probably, dude.
He's probably like, fuck him and all his friends, bro. We're fucking him out of the film.
Yeah, fuck this guy. Fuck him up, guys. Fuck him up.
Funk this
That's
guy,
fucking
dude.
lame, though, that they did that shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, literally, like, I wasn't able to log back on any device. Like, I couldn't log into my phone, my iPad, anything for the rest of the day. I just got, like, completely just punked.
Damn,
So
bro.
fucking wild, dude.
Yeah, it was...
Gotta love Funko, dude.
Yeah, such a weird little... Like, again, such a simple solution, guys. Just drop your pops in real life. Stop using the internet.
Damn, bro. We got problems. Bro got a beef with Funko. Dude.
I do have beef with Funko, man. They got me tripping out here, man. They're going crazy.
They got me like Chobble when Gunnar uninstalled Hoi 4 earlier. Like the fucking
I ended that relationship with Hoi 4 pretty quickly.
Oh damn, man. All right, well that's gonna wrap up the first ever IRL.
Dude, this is a banger, bro.
Podcast.
And I got the video as well because this is the most enjoyable way to enjoy podcasts, I think.
True.
Yeah, getting to see the goobers, getting to see the gentlemen as they're all here. So hopefully next time this guy's in from
town, bro.
In town and around, love to do this again.
Because this was fire.
Dude,
hopefully
next time I gotta get us a checkerboard like banner to put in the background. Not that I don't like the straw hat one, of course.
No, I feel that.
That would be pretty sick. Have like a whole little studio ready for it.
The checkerboard.
No way they turned mid into a flag.
Okay. All right. Yeah, the Naruto one back there. Anyway.
True, the homies kissing.
Yeah, the homies kissing. But yeah, no, I know that next time I'm gonna like. I know that what I'm saving up for right now is I'm gonna get like the soundproof shit.
Ooh,
All
set
right.
upgrade
Alright.
next time, bro.
Yeah, gotta get the set upgrade. I haven't had a problem
be
with
fire,
any noise, but I've also
But it
never
still
used-
looks cool. Like
Look
it probably
cool,
looks
dude.
fire.
Look cool,
Soundproof
dude.
and
Look
shit.
cool.
Hell yeah.
Damn, bro.
God damn,
That was
that
fire.
was-
Hope y'all enjoyed, bro. For watching on Twitch or YouTube or
Yeah, wherever you're
TikTok,
watching
I don't
from,
know.
thank you guys for watching, as per always.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you want to hit the outro for YouTube, and then I'll go up there and slap the buttons or whatever.
Sure. If you guys enjoyed, feel free to drop a like, drop a sub down below. Always helps out. Shows you guys enjoy this. Next week, I'm not too sure what we'll be talking about. We don't really have it figured out quite yet. But I mean,
Yeah, we'll come.
I'm
with
sure
something.
we'll figure
We'll
something
figure
out.
a topic.
We'll figure
out,
something
bro.
out.
Yeah.
But till next time, keep it virtual.
Keep it. Take the pig.
Peace.
Later.
Dig
bro.
the pig.